Guys and Dolls is undergoing one of the most fantastic revivals in Broadway history, and my friend Howie Gurak is going to sing one of the songs from Guys and Dolls. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. Howie Gurak.
I dreamed last night I got on a boat to heaven, and by some chance I had brought my dice along, and there I stood, and I hollered, someone fade me. But those passengers, they know right from wrong. And the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. People all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under by the sharp lapels of your checkered coat. Sit down, down, you're rocking the boat. I sailed away on that little boat to heaven, and by some chance found a bottle in my fist. And there I stood, nicely passing out the whiskey. But those passengers were bound to resist. And the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. People all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under by the wicked tie round your wicked throat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. And as I laughed at those passengers to heaven, sounds like Banker Willis, a great big wave came and washed me overboard. And as I sank and I hollered, someone save me, that's the moment I woke up. Thank the Lord. And the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. People all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under with a soul so heavy you'll never float. Sit down, you're rocking the boat.
Our next guest, you may have had the privilege of seeing him at the Broadway production of Guys and Dolls, if you happen to have bought a ticket the same night he bought a ticket. Thank you.
Howie!
Let's have a nice hand for our own resident Guys and Dolls cat, Howie Gurak.
And the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. People all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under with a soul so heavy you'll never float. Sit down, you're rocking the boat.
Gives me pleasure to introduce the Old Wrangler.
The Old Wrangler.
The Old Wrangler.
Howdy, buckaroos and buckettes.
Howdy, Howie!
Cousin Billy, how was Australia?
It was great, and I brought back a pet kangaroo.
A pet kangaroo?
Yep, and he can't wait for 1994.
Why is that?
Because it's a leap year.
He got fired from his job as a street cleaner for lack of concentration? Yep, he couldn't keep his mind in the gutter.
We could get the money from Cousin Cornelius. He owns a gold mine.
That's right, but all of his workers refused to work for him.
What did they do?
They told him to mind his own business.
Will Banker Willis get to Circle BL Ranch?
Will General Confucian lose his mind? And who's the exterminator?
Who is the exterminator?
Join us next year for episode 36 and a big reunion show in the continuing saga of Little Nell and the Circle BL Ranch.
And now what's become almost an annual entry in the show with my two friends Merle and Howie. I would like to do Fugue for Brant Lake.
I work the inter-road, that's where I earn my dough. For 14 hours I'm on the go. I laugh, I smile, I time you in the quarter mile. Having fun is my style. I laugh, I smile.
I'm Howie G, you know, I work on Junior Row. On Wednesday nights I do my show. Broom ching, broom ching. On Wednesday night I do my thing. On Wednesday night I do my thing. Broom ching, broom ching.
Howie G, you know, I work on Junior Row. On Wednesday nights I do my show. Broom ching, broom ching. On Wednesday night I do my thing.
I want inter-road, I earn my dough.
Broom ching,
14 hours
broom ching.
I'm Howie G, you know, I work on Junior Row. On Wednesday nights I do my show.
I write the Brant Lake shows, that's how the summer goes.
On Wednesday night I do my thing.
My toes.
On Wednesday night I do my thing. Broom ching,
If I
broom ching.
Brant Lake.